Aaron Davies with Adventure Trailers. I'd like to introduce you to the tire pliers. This is a great tool that makes easy work of any major tire repair beyond just a plug. Fits any rim from a 4-inch ATV all the way up to a 19-inch SUV rim. They're easy to use, there's very little strength involved. All the leverage is created by the jaws. Makes easy work of breaking a bead. This is the tool that I carry in my tire repair kit for any major tire repair done on the trail. We're going to use the tire pliers to help us do an easy repair, replacing a broken valve stem. We'll use the tire pliers to break the bead right next to the valve. Start out by adjusting the tire pliers to the diameter of the rim. Use your foot to drive the hook underneath the edge of the rim. On the other side, push the jaws down and under the rim. Open up the jaws and break the bead. On this tire, it just takes a little push with my foot to separate the tire from the rim. Showing the process again, fitting the tire pliers to the rim, using my body weight on the handles to push the jaws underneath the edge of the rim, opening up the handles and breaking the bead. The next step involves removing the broken valve from the rim. On this tire, the bead's broken all the way around the rim, so it's easy for me to fit a new valve. If it's only broken a couple of inches on either side, you're going to need to use your foot to create some space. To make seating the valve easier, lubricate both the rim and the valve. You'll find a 4-way valve tool in your Ultimate Tire Repair Kit. It's a handy tool for seating the valve in the rim. Thread the tool onto the valve and use the arms to pull the valve into place. So here again we're lubricating the rim and the valve, feeding the valve in from the back of the rim, threading on the 4-way valve tool, grabbing hold of the arms, pulling upwards until the valve is seated in the rim. Not everyone's going to be carrying a 4-way valve tool, but you can use the same technique using adjustable pliers. Just make sure you're pulling directly upwards on the valve and not levering the pliers against the edge of the rim. The easiest way to seat a valve in a rim is to use a tire valve tool. It's what you'd find used in all your main street tire shops. Again, I'm lubricating the tire and the rim, feeding the valve in from the back, threading on the valve tool, in this case, because of the hinge on the tool, I can lever it against the rim, it lifts up on the valve and seats it. It's essential that you provide lots of lubrication between the tire and the rim. This helps the tire to move up from the well on the rim all the way up against the bead. I'm using Windex, but you can use soapy water or any liquid. On this tire and rim combination, the tire is sitting well behind the bead, so I'm going to fit the air hose and then invert the tire on top of a 5-gallon bucket. Pushing down on the tire allows me to push the tire up against the bead. Then I'm going to add some air to it. You can see the tire starting to inflate. It's pushing the tire up against the bead to form a seal. I'm going to lift the tire up and move the bucket out of the way. And then I'm going to carry on inflating the tire until it pops onto the bead. Everything we've done so far has been done without a valve core fitted into the valve. This is so we can get a large volume of air very quickly into the tire and help it seat up against the bead and then pop onto the bead.
I'm now fitting the valve core with a 4-way valve tool. And once I've got that in place, I'll fit the air hose again and bring the tire up to running pressure. All that's left now is to check for leaks. Again, I can use Windex for that, spraying around the valve and then around the edge of the rim. And if no leaks are visible, then we're all ready to go.